my boys certainly like to give me some excitement, don't they? I will never understand how it is that the Kings can come out against teams that have absolutely nothing going for them in the standings and lose, and come out against the President's Trophy winner with none other than our own beloved Justin Williams and kind of kick their ass. It's interesting to me, but since we got the win tonight, I'm totally going to take it. And by kick their ass, I mean barely scrape by with a win. But the things that the Kings were doing are things that I've been wanting to see from the Kings pretty much every game that they've lost, and that is they actually came out and put some effort into playing hockey. And it gave me hope that if we could just keep doing that down the stretch, there are very few games left, that maybe we could pull off something really impressive. So, started out kind of the way every Kings game has started out recently, where they started playing from behind. It's like that's healthy for them or something. I don't know. It's very odd. About 2 minutes and 50 seconds into the game, Drew Doughty gets called for slashing or hooking. One of those things where he did a thing with his stick that he wasn't supposed to do, but actually probably saved a goal, and he was in there for the box, in the box for about 2 minutes, kind of hoping that the rest of his teammates could also prevent a goal. That didn't happen. 15 seconds remaining in the penalty, and sure enough, Justin Williams, not the one that gets the goal, but the one that sets up the goal. Yeah, thanks for that, dude. He has no loyalty to us anymore, which makes sense since he was playing for our position, but whatever. I still miss Justin Williams. He's awesome. So that set us, back on our heels pretty easily. And it seemed like they were getting a whole bunch of the chances, which is odd because Jonathan Quick's first official save was 15 minutes into the first period. Having watched the game, I have no idea how that is possible. They had amazing chances. We must have blocked a lot of shots, or when they got the shots off, they weren't as dangerous as they looked, because that is not reflective of what I was seeing happen on the ice. They were looking really good. So with 2 shots on goal 15 minutes in, the Caps had still somehow managed to dominate the entire first period until the Kings get their first power play. I want to say this is Shattenkirk, because he had like 3 or 4 penalties tonight, and he's usually very good. He was not so much tonight, and in fact, Shattenkirk is kind of the reason that we ended up winning the game. So it's the first power play, and I think we get the goal technically right after it expires. So it's not technically a power play goal, but everything about the play was set up on the power play. Anze Kopitar, finally playing like Anze Kopitar can. He sets this up. Marian Gaborik gets the shot. It's in the back of the net. Kings are tied right before the end of the first period, and it's looking so much better going out 1-1 as opposed to, oh crap, we still don't know how to score. So that's exciting. And the fact that it's Gaborik and Kopitar and Iggy together, that line has had chemistry last game, like I said, and they're still back with chemistry this game, which is just, it's like a breath of fresh air, and it's very encouraging for the rest of the season. So that's looking awesome. We get about 47 seconds, not a whole lot of time into the second period, and we give up another goal. And it's kind of exactly how you think it's going to go. Jonathan Quick is leaning over here. TJ Oshie is over on the other side, being TJ Oshie. And how do we not have a man covering Oshie? Hello, of course he is going to get a rebound and a wide open net. So yeah, that happens. I'm not entirely going to blame Jonathan Quick on that one, because for 99% of this evening, Jonathan Quick was doing things mere humans can only imagine that they can do. I swear to God, that man is not human. He's like a weird Cirque du Soleil like stuff. He was back in Jonathan Quick form, and he's doing all those amazing acrobatic saves that we so love to see. Absolutely putting on a clinic. So the fact that we're down 2-1 is just a little upsetting. Not to say that the Capitals haven't earned it. They've been playing pretty well, except for Shattenkirk, which was weird. There was then a series of very odd penalties about halfway through the second. Shattenkirk took the first one, I believe, and so he's in the box for 2 minutes. The Kings can't really get a power play going. And then Dowd goes to the box, still a little iffy on how that was a penalty and how he was holding that guy, but, you know, whatever. So he goes to the box, and like 10 seconds into that penalty, Shattenkirk goes to the box again. So apparently there's like pizza in the box or something. I don't know. It just seemed very attractive to a bunch of the players for a stretch of time there. So that was some 4-on-4, and then we had technically a power play, but the Capitals did that very smart thing where they realized that the 4-on-4 is winding down and just kind of toyed with the Kings a little bit and played around and didn't actually let them get that last 15 seconds of a power play. Shocking, I know. But that is when Jeff Carter comes up big. Technically, this goal is credited to Anze Kopitar, but it's all Jeff. Gorgeous, gorgeous shot. What we've been wanting to see from Carter, who has not had the scoring touch as of late. It's so great to see him back. Thank you, Jeff Carter. We have missed you. So beautiful, beautiful shot. We are tied. And the second period's looking actually pretty good. They're getting some good opportunities, but Quick is coming up big, and the Kings have that energy and that drive, and it doesn't look like they're going to be giving up anytime soon. So we get into the third period, and I'm just sitting there like, just please don't give up a goal in the first couple of minutes, because that has been the pattern. Okay, good, yeah, the first minute's passed. Great, we haven't given up a goal. The second minute passes, we don't give up a goal. Third minute passes, awesome! We finally get past that, and about 8 minutes in, I've realized that we also don't have a shot on goal. Which, considering that the Kings tend to prefer the quantity over quality variety of attacking the net, I was slightly concerned. This is a very, very necessary game to get 2 points out of. Pretty much I'm going to be saying that for every game until the season is over. Or until we lose a couple of important ones. But we're not going to think about that, because our season is not going to be over in April, not if we keep playing like this. So, as I'm starting to be concerned that we haven't shot anything, Adrian Kempe gets his first NHL goal. We are all so proud because we knew this kid is made of good stuff. Because everything about this play, from the way he is attacking things on the board and on the boards, and like basically everything that came into place for the Kings tonight was just a thing of beauty. There's just something about the way that they were playing. There was a lot of chemistry, and there was just all the little things. Like, Trevor Lewis does a lot of little things for this team that maybe you don't see on the scoreboard, but you notice when you watch him play. He's always chipping around. He's always got a good pass to someone to get it in or out of the zone. He's just doing tiny, tiny little things that are keeping the puck in the Kings' possession. And I just really liked seeing what he did tonight, and I feel like there wasn't a specific play I could point to, but I just wanted to mention how awesome it is that we have Trevor Lewis. So we're up kind of midway through the third, and I'm just like begging us to hold on for dear life. Like, please, please just don't screw this up. And in that time, they did not take a penalty, so that I mean, yes, we have a phenomenal penalty kill, and Jonathan Quick is being Jonathan Quick. So we would have had a good shot, but, you know, they weren't making stupid mistakes. So that was really nice. And then Shattenkirk tries to smash someone straight into the boards and actually ends up getting, like, his head smashed and is kind of a little bit dazed. But he goes to the box for boarding with about 4 minutes left. So that gives the Kings another power play, which then leads them to be in possession for 2 minutes, and that's just 2 minutes then of 5-on-5 to kill, and so, yeah. I should also mention that Drew comes out, I think it's in the second period, and smashes Ovechkin just into oblivion. Like, Drew came out to play tonight. Of course he always does, but there is that little bit of rivalry between him and Ovi, and he got that one, and then at one point, Ovi just, like, falls over the boards into his, like, bench there. So, yeah, Drew definitely had the better of the night. So, anyway, we've got about 2 minutes left. They pull their goalie, And things are looking a little tense there, but Quickie is coming up big. The post had come up big a little bit earlier in the second period, so really the Kings are quite lucky that this is where they are at that point. But again, a lot of solid good play also keeping them in the race here. Then luckily there's another penalty with 36.4, I want to say, seconds remaining, or 34.6, something like that anyway, which is at the point where if it had happened to someone on my team, I would just be wringing their neck, because that is a terrible time when you're down to be taking a penalty. So that's a huge stroke of luck, truthfully, to the Kings there. Or it's the Capitals just getting a little desperate and not really doing the right thing in that desperation. So they then choose, once they get possession of the puck, to pull their goalie again. So it's 5-on-5, but empty net at the other end, which with about 1.5 seconds left, Jeff Carter officially gets this goal anyway. So that is his 31st goal of the season. Congratulations, Jeff, and thank you for a win that looks a lot more convincing in the scoreboard than it really was. But still a very important 2 points for the LA Kings. It does not put them back in a playoff spot yet, because the Louis Blues also won. Of course, they have 11 games against non-playoff teams remaining, and we have 11 games against playoff teams remaining, so yeah, that's gonna suck. But still, we play them on Monday night. So when I say that's an important 4-point game, that is the most important 4-point game down the stretch that the Kings will play. So while we wait with bated breath to see what team comes out against them, have faith that a really, really good team came to play against the Capitals. And as always, Chris Sutter, no matter what is going on the ice, brings it on the dance cam. Jesus,